All right, it is day 35. I haven't really paid too much attention in the last couple days. Things are looking really nice. Come back over here real quick. The transplants are still doing extremely well. Even the pepper's starting to do nice. I'm gonna take a look back. It's been a little cold outside, so I have my seedlings in here. I'd like to get those back outside this weekend, but it's snowing today in Pennsylvania, so it's always fun. So anyways, those are the transplants, and then back up here to the garden. Like I said I was going to clip the lettuce down on Friday of last week, and it took it all the way down to nothing, and that's what's come back up. Basil still going strong after picking more of it this week. This little tomato in here is doing all right. If you come up in here to my main heirloom plants, looks like we're starting to get about ready to start flowering on some of these. And this thing has just kind of exploded with growth since I trimmed it all back last week. So much of it has popped back out. Don't necessarily know where I'm going to keep trimming this thing because I don't want to cut off areas where it's about to flower, so I might be letting it start to go at this point. Come back down here. You can see where all the new pepper growth is from where I made the cuts last week. I think I'm going to let this one go too because it's already branched off into look down here. I already cut it down to there. So I think I'm just going to let it shoot up here and see what happens with the two different stems coming off of the main stem. Let's see how that goes. All right, so it is day 44 with the Aerogarden. 2 weeks ago, I picked this lettuce down to nothing, and so I picked it down to right about there, and it has shot back up to here. I cut the basil down to just about nothing, and at this point, it's looking real leafy and good over here as well. The tomatoes are starting to go off in here, so let me come in and get a zoom on that. And you can see that have the first fruits starting to go. And there's just a ton of flowers on it. So this is looking real good right now. I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. So just that tomato plant so far is flowering. The other one I'm gonna have to go back and prune some more. It's gotten a little taller than the one in the middle, and I don't see any flowers yet. So while I don't see flowers, I'm gonna go ahead and trim that down a little bit more. But I mean, besides the parts on the leaves, you can see where it's hitting the top of the light. I have the light extended right now, but I'm still running the light pretty low, so I have a lot of space to go. And then you come over here to the banana peppers, I'm sorry, the mini jalapenos, and you can see in here, if I lift up, you can see where I made the cuts and how it continues to branch out. And I'm gonna be looking to see some flowers coming off that here in the near future as well. But I wanna get some of this trim back so that the light distribution goes a little bit better over to the peppers, because the tomatoes starting to dwarf it a little bit. And then you could see on some of the transplants that I did back in the beginning of April, so I don't know, about 20 days ago, it had grown up, and I again cut them back. You can see the cut mark right in here, and now it's starting to branch out as well. I still kind of intend on taking this one outside. I'm going to see what it is at the end of May when I go to plant my garden, and probably take this one outside as well. And then this little pepper is, I mean, you can see I've cut this one back again as well. And I don't know, it's slow going, but you know, we'll let it continue, because it's, you know, it doesn't take any energy to do that and play with it. But anyways, kind of wanted to just check in and show some of the progress that's been going on here in the last couple weeks. And yeah, the tomatoes, I'm pretty excited to see how this all goes. It's pretty cool that they're still so low and I have fruit on them. So that's kind of mission accomplished on some of the stuff I want to play around with outside, so I don't end up with 6-foot plants this summer again, and keep everything nice and low. But anyways, until next time. Just a real quick update on this. It's still day 44, and you'll see that I just trimmed the lettuce down to basically nothing. Pulled the basil way back as well. I removed the tomato plant, and I'm going to set that up for transplant for outside. I'm going to cover that hole, just to open up some space. See, it freed up some space for the peppers, and then you'll see back here as well on the other tomato plants, I heavily thinned down compared to the last little video that I took. But it looks nice, and it should open up some airflow and just allow room for everything else to kind of grow as well. And just wanted to show just how much I pruned it back from the full video I just did here a couple minutes ago.